And I'm Ed Phillips. It's great to have you with us. Hey, Chris, if you can hear me, I'm having some trouble hearing you. Apologize for that. Maybe you can hear me though, and we'll continue here as Chris works on his audio. As Chris said, we're going to be talking about digital solutions this week, and we could go on for days. We'll promise you we're not going to do that because each one indeed involves some complicated factors, but we'll try and break it down for you. Chris, are you back there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sounds like a commercial, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like the other camera wasn't going to work this morning. Hey, it's technical difficulties, so a little bit lower resolution. Sorry for that. Apologize, but the content's still going to be where it's at for today. So let's talk about some of these digital business solutions. There's so many out there. I mean, we've got, different agencies that are promoting different things. And at the end of the day, there's a few solid business solutions that really, really work and take companies to the next level. And I know in the modern day today, I mean, you can see it with Planet Fitness, EOS Fitness, different company models, that the membership model is really where people want to be at for building that residual income and have that trickle down effect of their cash flow. So why don't you talk to us about Memberium? I've heard a lot about Memberium, and I want to hear a little bit more about how Memberium can help other companies solve a whole bunch of headache and hassle right off the rip with that software.
Well, Chris, there are a lot of solutions out there. I'm not going to kid you for a second. In fact, for customer resource management, there are over 800 companies that are doing that. And so at some point, you'll probably have to pick, because what we're talking about is what Seth Godin wrote about in his book called Tribes, is building your tribe. Now, some people can do that successfully on YouTube, although they tend to be not as loyal a tribe. But a tribe is someone that syncs up with you, ultimately does business with you, and becomes a customer. And Memberium is part of a solution that gets you there. A WordPress website can actually have a low-end version of a member. You can be someone that actually helps blog if they do blogs on that website. Memberium carries it way past that. And to be fair, Memberium exclusively works with a company called Infusionsoft, which is now called Keep, and that is your customer resource management system. So the idea is that you get these pieces that dovetail together. So you've got So you've got WordPress, you've got a plugin, which is Memberium, and then ultimately they get into your system and become members of your tribe. And guess what, Chris? Hopefully they'll become a customer.
No, that's awesome. And I did get my camera back fixed with better audio and visuals. So thanks for your patience on that. Membership sites are one of the biggest growing kind of digital enterprises that I see. It really does a couple of things compared to a service-based site or a product-based site.
Right.
These membership-based sites really squeeze and hold your clients into what you're providing. It's a very, very creative tool to create brand loyalty, to create continual, consistent sales.
Right.
I mean, if you get 10,000 people signed up for $1 membership a month, you're making 10 grand a month, as long as whatever you're offering is really valuable at that dollar.
Right. And
so it's that simple.
Part of it is to make it easy for them as well. Easy to join, keep prices under control, and easy also to reject and to get out of it. And that's what I think attracts people to a certain extent is for them as a member of this group or tribe, whatever you want to call it. Affinity group is really probably a better term for it, is you want to make it easy for them. Some sites are they make it really complicated, and you don't really want to do that. In fact, I set up a Memberium with a customer who sells a service product, and then we're using Memberium as the back end to where they can do updates on their credit cards, where they can cancel their membership if they want, and do various things, and it works perfectly for something like that. And again, all of these things talk to each other, so you have a cohesive system. And in his case, he's a one-man band at this point. Now he's hoping to scale up, but right now he's a one-man band, and he's able to multiply. And that's the real key, Chris, is to take your time and just run the times how many, multiply that time out. And things that you're continually repeating almost always with the CRM can be automated.
And there's so many different tools that can help business owners wherever they're at. You know, one of the things that aggravates me, Ed, about different consulting firms is that everyone's trying to make a pretty penny, and they're going to try to overcharge you for something that may be a free solution. Some of these other things, and I know we have different, email marketing systems. You have Infusionsoft for the more serious business that wants to really take control of their email platform. And then you have other things like ConvertKit. And ConvertKit's a very simple, free to use. It works on referral. So if you refer someone, you get 100 more emails to put on your list. But the bottom line is you don't have to pay for it. And some of these solutions can be for right now. Hey, use ConvertKit right now because it's free and it really does what you want. And 6 months from now, when you are bringing in, $1,000, $2,000 a month because you were managing your email system, hey, let's look at Infusionsoft and then really transfer all of those contacts as a file over to Infusionsoft, because now Infusionsoft does more for me. Even though I have to pay a little bit monthly for the membership, it benefits my business so much more having those features that it makes ConvertKit not important anymore. And that's what I think we really try to help clients with, is finding these solutions for what they need right now and what's going to work for them on their budget and drive the results and success. So what other things do you have for us, Ed? What other tools besides the Infusionsoft Memberium have you been using with clients over the last couple months?
Well, I tell you, you will get pushback from people that want to go and do a Wix website or Squarespace or something like that that's cheap and quote easy. However, there's a big however, and the however is that when you are ready to grow and you're wanting to start taking money online, when you're wanting to start getting more conversions to get them into a system that you can market to them or send them a newsletter or something like that, there's going to be pain of adjusting to what I would call a full-fledged system. And one of the things that Keep Infusionsoft has done is that they now have I'll call it an entry-level product that is very highly functional, yet it can do something like that. So that's one of the things you do have to try and think more strategically, which is, where am I going to be? Here's one of the things that we don't do enough of, probably, or we do too much of it, I don't know. But think of, okay, well, what happens if, I've got 20, 25 customers? Okay, I can handle that. But what happens if that number jumps to 100 or 500 or 1,000? What do you do then? I mean, it's something that just becomes overwhelming very fast. One other point that I'll tell you, Chris, though, that and I've run into this with folks is, and I'm just going to be crazy honest about this, there's not an easy button. There's not. I mean, you can you can spend the rest of your life looking for that easy button. Some things, individual things, will be easy and come easy to you, but overall, there's not this big bright red button that you can punch and go, well, it's done. You either have to learn it yourself, or you have to have someone that you trust, and that's the key. And one of the things that we base our business on, Chris, is that we realize that as working for a client, that we don't own their stuff, whatever that stuff is. And
I can't stress that enough for clients that I've worked with. And just recently, we've had one that he has some website that someone built him for free, and now it's linked to a Google account. And we don't know if he's going to be able to get access to it because someone else and these other companies really quickly took control of the sign-in and helped him out. But now it's a struggle because we're building him a new website that's way better, and now we need to get access to that Google account. Now, we don't just work with brick and mortar businesses at Business YouTube Video. We work with a variety of business, and one of those businesses that I've been working with the last 2 or 3 months is BB's Latin Kitchen. It's a local restaurant stop out here. She's a pop-up, does, you know, special events and stuff like that. So I want to give a shout out to BB's Latin Kitchen because she is on the growth and scaling side of business right now, and we're really helping her increase her business. So right now, we're going to give a brief commercial break for BB's Latin Kitchen. Please support her by ordering meal prep if you're in Phoenix or somewhere in Arizona. Awesome food. So without further ado, go ahead and check out BB's Latin Kitchen.
Hey guys, it's Chef Bridget. It is that time of the week. Our meal prep menu is up. Make sure your orders are in by Sunday, 10 a.m. for Monday or Tuesday delivery. We've made it really simple for you. Just head to the website, bbslatin.kitchen.com. Click on meal prep. And also while you're there, check out our catering and special events. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and I will be more than happy to answer any questions. Thank you and have a great week, guys.
Well, there you have it from BB's Latin Kitchen. That's Chef Bridget. You know, one of my favorite things I've seen happen with her restaurant is the ability she took to use a digital solution that was just a basic website. And before, she was struggling with orders and figuring out how to have a place where people could see her menu. And all of that was solved by a simple contact form that lets people order meal prep. And she now gets it automated to her email. She even gets a text notification that we can set up so that way you're texted every time someone uses your contact form, you know, for this kitchen. It's very important you get those orders right now.
So as I mentioned earlier, Chris, if there's something in your business, whether it's a digital business or if it's a product business, if you're doing it more than a few times a day, that's something that there's a strong likelihood using a digital solution, you can automate that. And remember, that gives you time back. That makes more hours in your day, and then you can work on the stuff that's really important. The repetitive work, see how much of that you can offload to some sort of a digital solution. And if you're still in the analog world, I get it. I totally understand the fear. I've been there. I've done that. I got the t-shirt. I mean, but when you work with people that you can trust to help you out and to solve some of these problems. I just worked with a business that was a service business that was destroyed basically by the COVID crisis.
Right.
And he had to rethink what he was doing, but they didn't know where to start. And it was fun, and he was a friend, and I helped him out, and he literally was able to get back enough revenue to where he could keep his people and keep the doors open. And he literally was talking about bankruptcy, and it kept him from bankruptcy. Now, can you do that for everybody? Of course not.
Right.
But you can really make a difference with your business if you do look for a digital solution. And that's part of what we do, Chris.
It is so easy to take control of your business, no matter where you're at, how much struggle you have. You know, we're honestly, Ed, I built 2 websites this week and got businesses up and running for under $1,000, just straight up. That's 10 hours worth of web development work, hosting and serving for a year, domain registration for a year. And for a business owner starting up, getting something that fast and for that little really helps give these people the edge for showing up in search engine results and stuff like that. So, Ed, we're running out of time today. Why don't you tell everyone where they can go to get the best business consulting and digital solutions for their business?
Well, even though the name is a little bit strange, we are businessYouTubeVideo.com. And we have put together a very simple website. You can either reach out and contact us if you have a question, or you can offer to be on our broadcast, and we would love to have you. Now, we will ask you questions, don't get me wrong about that, because we want to have high quality guests as we continue to build our programming. here at AZ Metro News. So please go to businessYouTubeVideo.com, reach out to us, and we'd be happy to talk to you. As you can see, we're just pretty much normal guys, and we will always treat our folks right. And if it doesn't work out, if we can't help you, we will tell you that. We're not going to,
we'll get you to the place that cans. Trust me, we have so many different people, marketing experts, copywriting experts, brand strategy experts. So depending on where you're at, you can find the resources with us and our consulting firm. Even if we're not the type to help you achieve that goal, we can definitely get you the professionals that can. Yep. So just head over to businessYouTubeVideo.com. Get a free complimentary consultation. We'll talk to you for 30 minutes, see what you guys need, and see if there's a solution that we can help you get. So other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome week this week. Stay successful. Get those digital solutions done. My name's Chris and Ed.
I'm Ed Phillips. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.